Hello, good evening, should I say? Sorry, into the evening. Pretty much now. How are we all doing? Welcome back for another live show. Sorry, guys, it's in Daydreamland. I hope you're all doing well. Hope you're having a good week in this lovely sunshine and warm weather. It's lovely, isn't it? After all the cold weather we've had. But yeah, obviously apologies for no streams the last few days. Obviously, as people were aware on Monday, I was feeling absolutely dreadful, and then I got quite I felt worse after that, and then so I've only just started to feel better really the last 24 hours. So but I'm back, and we're here to kind of discuss a few things really. Just touch upon the Wycombe game, obviously. Then Burton this weekend, isn't it? And just here for a little chat with you all. Let's get into the comments before we get going. Make sure you do drop a like on the video, guys. Subscribe to the channel as well if you're new. I would appreciate it. Bings is up. How are you? Hope you're well. Performance on Saturday. I'm presuming you mean on Tuesday. That was the last game, wasn't it, on Tuesday? But yeah, I'm feeling all right. A lot better than what I was. Anyway, so it's good to be back. Cold free. I've still got a little bit of a cold lingering, but I don't feel as under the weather as what I did, last few days anyway, at least. So, it's like at the back end of it now. Instead of watching that away, I'm going to watch my local team in the playoffs. I don't blame you. I don't blame you, Bing, to be honest with you. You do right. It's certainly a wise choice. A lot of people have, checked out now. And we've had enough. People are occupying themselves with things now, ultimately. And they have done for some time. Tuesday, I thought you meant Tuesday. What are your score? I think 1-1. I'm gonna do the score predictions at the towards the end. Hello, Ryan Wayne says, are the playoffs gone now, or do you think we can still make it? Wayne, stay tuned, and I will answer that question throughout the show. It's annoying me. This iPad keeps sliding down, and it keeps getting me further and further down the screen. Sorry, guys. I really do need to sort my setup up. I will do it at some point. And obviously, guys, still on the free StreamYard memberships. So, I'm kind of thinking, really, wait until the new season now to sort the layouts and everything. Because, guys, I don't know if I told you what on Monday. I was so ill on Monday, I can't remember what I said. But we are rebranding the channel, yes. New logo, new backgrounds, new everything. And I'm really excited. New intros and outro videos as well. So, guys, I'm really excited to show you guys what's being produced. I can tell you that the logo that is being produced is really good. It's pretty much fine. Like, it's pretty much complete now, the design. So, it looks so good. I can't wait to show you all. But so exciting news for the summer, guys. We'll be rebranding in the summer. So stay tuned for that. But I might wait until the summer to actually join up to the Restream membership. And then just makes sense really. If you get me. Not sure we've even sold out the away tomorrow. Blue says no, we haven't, to be honest with you. Probably a lot of people probably a lot of people have returned the tickets as well after that performance the not the weekend on Tuesday. That guy that's gone on Tuesday did like 50 celebrations. Yeah. But look, we're going to touch upon the Wycombe game briefly, guys. Not going to cover it massively, but we are going to kind of touch on a few things. So let me know your comments. Let me know what you think, what you thought of the game. But I think the lineup for me, though, on Tuesday night was strange to me. You know what I mean? I just didn't understand it. I didn't understand the lineup at all, you know. Leaving out one of our brightest sparks in Marshall, who is capable of scoring. He's shown that this season. I don't understand that. He didn't start on Saturday, so I don't know why he didn't start on Tuesday. If you know what I mean? It doesn't really make any sense to me. Taylor, who hasn't really done much, but again, can score goals. And if our team actually, if the players around, if we actually played to our striker's strengths, then maybe maybe the likes of Taylor would have been off that, would have scored goals by now. But unfortunately, we don't play to our strengths, our strikers. We just hoop the ball up and hope for the best. So yeah, I think Chirua I would have liked to have seen starting, but yeah, I wasn't a fan of the lineup at all, to be honest with you. I didn't really understand why he set up the way we did. See, Miller did start, didn't he? Binks, have you seen what Cartwright has done now? Yeah, apparently he stuck two fingers up at the cowshed, didn't he, when you were getting stick on. It was Saturday, wasn't it? Last Saturday, yeah. Well, there was a few rumours on that. I saw that, and yeah, look, I don't really care. I don't think anybody of us care. We just want that fraud out of our club because he's ruined it. He's destroyed it every single day he stays at this football club. So Nagel knows what to do, and and unless he wants to keep seeing failure and having his money wasted time and time again, then I think he needs to pull his finger out himself and get rid of him. Because, like I said, he should have gone last summer, and Nagel's naivety and incompetency has really backfired again. And look, to be honest with you, this season has panned out the exact way of what I thought it would be when I found out that Cartwright was staying on in the summer. It was as simple as that, wasn't it? You know. I mean, I don't really think we played that well. We had a few moments, but in the first half, I mean, yeah, we certainly the first half was better than the second, but I don't really think we played that great. And Butos has never seen a side so mentally weak. I mean, look, yeah, I agree, and we've got a bunch of losers in that dressing room who don't care about the club. They're just up to pick up. They're just here to pick up a wage, simply. So yeah. Oh, why does my camera keep falling down? So annoying. Right. Oh. Anyways, I won't be surprised if next year we've got relegated. Well, if he keeps Cartwright in, anything's possible. But look, first half, I think we've actually played better in the first half, like I've already alluded to, than the second half. But couldn't make our chances count, could we, in that first half? And obviously, Wiles having a big chance, the best chance of the half. But a good save by their keeper who came out quickly to deal with it. Wycombe were creating chances as well, though, throughout the game. We just couldn't find that finish, could we? We just couldn't find that finish. It doesn't really help that you've got Marshall who scored 10 goals this season, and Taylor who, yes, hasn't scored, but he's still going to, if we did actually feed the ball into him and create a chance for him, he will score as well. So it didn't really help that he left them out, to be honest. But yeah. Obviously, Wycombe could have taken the lead at the end of the first half with that clearance off the line. to deny Wycombe the lead. And then into the second half, we were a bit tentative, weren't we, in that second? Oh my goodness, the camera's gone down again. Oh my days, it's so annoying, it keeps sliding down like that. Right, felt like in the second half we were a bit tentative, in my opinion. I thought, Wycombe was starting to dominate the ball and putting us under pressure, creating chance after chance. And then obviously the goal eventually came for them. But it was with some controversy. I want to know your guys' thoughts in the chat. Do you think it was offside? Because my first initial thoughts was it was actually offside. And having looked back on it, I haven't changed my mind on that. I think Kone was in an offside position. I don't know how the lines person didn't see it. And yeah, obviously, Kone fed the ball through to Udo, who then scored. So, yeah. But look, finished 1-0, didn't it? And look, I think it was a big blow, this. And I'm going to answer your question. Who asked me, do I think Wayne, I'm going to answer you now with, you asked me, is the playoffs gone? But look, it is a big blow. It was a big blow, that result, to what was a slim chance of getting the playoffs. Now, going 4 points behind, 6th place, Reading with 5 games to go. For me, I've kind of feel like we've given ourselves too much to do now. I can't see us getting them playoffs. I think we've blown it. I think we had a chance to get in those playoffs numerous occasions. Even had a chance to cement our place in the playoffs. But again, we didn't do what we needed to do and to cement our place in the playoffs. And now we find ourselves outside the playoffs and we're chasing now. And like I said, I don't see us clawing that back now. We just don't seem to have a team that is going to be able to do it. And that's it. We don't. I don't have any faith in his group. And the sooner we actually clear out the decks from the top to the bottom in terms of sporting director to new players, don't give contracts to players that don't deserve them, don't renew any of the contracts that are running out this summer, because I'm sorry, you're rewarding failure. Mind you, this club likes to do that. Well, should I say Nagel loves to reward failure, as we've already seen. Throughout the second half, I thought the atmosphere, guys, was absolutely one of pure deflation. It was so flat, wasn't it? And I just kind of looked around on Tuesday night and I thought to myself, how sad is it that we're in this position where there's just so much apathy, lots of fans not turning up, fans are just completely down, and it's just a flat, horrible atmosphere to be a part of. And it's just a sorry state of affairs of where this club actually is right now. I just find it hard to believe that 6 years ago we were in the Premier League, and now look where we are. It's devastating, really. It hurts. This is our club. You know what I mean? We love this club, and just to see it in the state that it is, it is hard. I know a lot of people have said they couldn't care less anymore, but I think deep down they do. It's just that the fact they've been let down season in, season out, people have just took a big step back and just thought, you know what, this club isn't recognisable anymore, and we've truly lost the heart and foundation of the club. So yeah, and my camera keeps slipping down. Apologise. Let's have a look at the comments. Put Chapman in goal. Look, we're going to get into Chapman in a minute, actually, because obviously he has had his contract extended. So we're going to talk about that at the end. He's long back injured. He is. He's out for the season. Not having a good day then, Ryan. I don't know what you mean by that. My day's going alright today, to be fair, but yeah. Don't know what you was responding to there. Up the town, we all hate Leeds. We do. if we get playoffs, it would be very undeserved. Yeah, I mean, true. I can't argue with that. I can't argue with that at all. Blue Terrier. Forcing Chapman's contract extension, everyone. We've absolutely blown the playoffs now, Macaulay says. I wrote the season off a few weeks ago, to be honest. Yeah, hello to you, Macaulay. Big up to you. Yeah, no, I to be honest with you, a lot of people gave up ages ago as well, to be honest with you. And I just think because we had that slight hope, I think it's the hope that kills you. You know, when you are kind of really, you're close enough to catch, you know, that those in sixth place at the time. It was 2 points, wasn't it, before? Or it was 1 point, wasn't it, before kick-off on Tuesday? Or was it 2? I can't remember now. But we were in more of a touching distance. Now the gap to 4, I just think it's too much, and I've just lost all hope. Not that I had any anyway, but I've definitely lost all hope now. But yeah, you have to write off seasons when you've got frauds in charge at the top, running the show like a circus. You know, you get what you deserve, and Nagel making that decision last summer, shameful decision, just utterly disgraceful. How he had the nerve to keep somebody in a job that got us relegated ultimately with the amount of awful decisions, every decision being made the wrong one, which resulted in our relegation. And yet you have the cheek to keep him in a job because he's best mates with him. Utterly disgraceful. So this failed season is on Mr. Nagel. Sorry to break it to the Nagel lovers out there who love to happy clap to the tune of the owner and keep telling me without Nagel we wouldn't have a club. Well, I'm pretty sure, yes, Hoyle was only stepping in until they found an owner that would come in. Well, I'm pretty sure Hoyle wouldn't have walked out on us until we actually found a buyer. So this narrative that we wouldn't have a club if Nagel didn't come in is utter nonsense. So, yeah, that's what I do want to say about that. But yeah, big up to you, Macaulay. I'm going off on a rant again. I'm just really in a ranty mood. I just get so annoyed and frustrated with it all, to be honest with you. I kind of got to a point now where I don't care, but I still care, if you get me. It's weird. Like, this is our club, you know, this is what we've always known growing, you know, the Huddersfield Town's in our blood, you know what I mean? And now we've just been drained of all confidence, positivity, season in, season out for so long now, and yeah, so yeah, that's where I'm at, really. It's awful. Well, we're a League One club at the moment, and we're not a Championship club with the group players we've got at the moment. It's not over till it's over. I can't see Bolton and Reading losing, Wayne says. Yeah, it isn't, Wayne, but the reality is we're in a position where we're allowing others to drop points, and I'm not getting my hopes up, to be honest with you, because we've been let down all the time with this group of players. And yeah, I've given up the hopes of the playoffs. Any little hope of the playoffs now. That's just my view. Make sure you do drop a like, guys, if you're new around. Please drop a like if you're in the chat. Please drop a like if you're watching the live stream, and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Thank you very much for your generous support. Has to be clear out, or the fans clear out. Yeah, and it starts with Cartwright. It starts with him going out the door, and then it will give fans some hope. That we can actually move forward. But then again, who is he going to bring in to replace? You know, not another American pal of his that's going to do the exact same thing as Cartwright. You just don't know, do you? I've lost all trust and faith in the owner as well, if I'm being honest with you. I think we'll finish 7th, yeah. And Noah thinks we're going to finish 8th or 9th. Yeah, but obviously in the second half, there were a few chances we want Cartwright out as well, wasn't there? And obviously, I just can't believe we've wasted another season, guys. I really can't, you know, because of bad decision making by Nagel to keep Cartwright in the job last summer. And we failed again this season And it's no surprise because at the start of in the summer, I said, and everybody said, get rid of Cartwright and let's rebuild and let's do this properly. But no, Nagel thought he knew best. And look where we are now. Another season of utter failure. And the club on its knees, and it really hurts to see as a fan. It really hurts us. And I like the stadium on Tuesday was so empty. Yes, people are saying it's school holidays, people are on holiday as well, so that kind of impacts the attendance. But I think a lot of fans probably could have gone on Tuesday night, but they just decided not to go because a lot of fans have just checked out. When I say fans, I mean the season card holder fans that have season cards. But yeah, they're just choosing not to go. They're voting with their feet. But I saw a picture on social media actually of that first game that Nagel took, that first game that was under the ownership of Nagel, and the stadium was full. It looked a buzzing atmosphere, and we fast forward to now, and the stadium's pretty much empty. It's flat. It feels so such an eerily silence within the ground, and it's just flat. The culture of the club is rotten to the core. Fans just had enough, and it's just all negative. And yeah, it's just utter deflation, to be honest with you. And it's just, yeah, we just want our club back, really, and that's it. And we're just unrecognisable. This club is unrecognisable from what we used, growing up, supporting the club. I know we're all from different kind of eras, but growing up, we all knew what Huddersfield Town was about, what we stood for, our values, you know what I mean? And that has just been ripped away from us, and it's all turned into this franchise kind of football team, all about the entertainment before games and stuff like that. And it's like, no, we're not interested in fancy bars and entertainment complexes. We want the product on the pitch to be right first, and we want success on the field. And we've just been lied to time and time again by this ownership. How many lies have we been told, guys? We're just being treated like mugs as fans, and it's nothing new to us. This, and yeah, it's just utterly disgraceful. But let's go to the comments. Aidan says, "Hi mate, sorry I can't stay tonight. Thought I'd pop in to see if he was all right. By the sounds of it, you don't sound so. Hope you get better soon, mate." Hello to you, Aidan. Actually, I actually feel better today. That's why I'm on here. I feel a lot better. Still got a little bit of a cut, like like a latter stage of a cold, but it's like not making me feel under the weather kind of feeling. If you get me. Like it's like I'm like nearly rid of it, but I'm not quite. My nose is still a bit sniffly, but a bit blocked a little bit. But it's pretty. I don't feel as under the weather, so I'm actually feeling quite all right. Thanks, but thank you for popping in there, and I appreciate that. You always make sure you drop in, no matter whether you're busy or whatever. I appreciate you, honestly, Aidan. And he also says make sure to smash the likes and subscribe if you're new. Yeah, guys, if you haven't already, do what my wonderful mod Aidan says. Smash the like and subscribe, share the channel, and yeah, do all that good stuff for me. And Ruto says, fully agree, Carrot needs to go, but doesn't the rest of the recruitment team need to go as well? Yeah, no, look, as I said, Bluter, yeah, I would clear out the lot. I would, because that is it. You know what I mean? I'm focusing merely on Carrot because I think he's a bigger portion to blame as well. He's the biggest he's the biggest one to blame. Because he's been more in control from how I understand it, and the decisions on recruitment is being mainly made by him. He's been the lead of it. So no, look, I clear out the whole boardroom and start again. Absolutely, we're at that stage now. Promise to watch it back later, mate. Big up to you, Ian. Thank you very much. And he says, before I go, Carrot out, playoffs gone, League One again. The players don't care. Yeah, I mean, you just put it spot on there, mate. Like, honestly, the players don't care, and they haven't cared for a long time. Just sat on nice contracts with no care in the world, and it's just unacceptable the way this has been allowed to happen. So yeah, car right out indeed. No, it's generally quite embarrassing to having top 75% full and no atmosphere compared to the couch you did see in 2016, 2022. Nick Barnes says all the recruitment team needs to go, as does every player out of contract and every loan player. A complete reset is needed, led by the new management team. Nick says, yeah, no, I agree, Nick. You're spot on. Yeah, we do. We need a massive clear out. Like we was promised last summer, to be fair, and that didn't happen, did it? So, in terms of rebuilds and all this narrative that came out from the owner. But yeah, no, I agree. I've said it as well. No out of contract players getting new contracts. No, thank you. Time to get rid, and that's it. Menashe says, hope to see my favourite town player Chirwa starting. Fair enough. And what's your thoughts on Castor and the 25-26 match day ticket prices? Well, Castor, I mean, I've already kind of alluded to this before when it was announced about the new shirt deals. I think if you only have to look at what everybody else has been saying that have been with Castor, other football clubs that have been with Castor, the quality of the shirts is shocking. You know what I mean? Not very good quality. Not great material. Just not a very nice design at all. And I suppose that kind of fits in with the way we are at the moment. So yeah, not a fan of the Castor deal. Absolute nonsense decision. And the price for the ticket price for next season match day match day ticket prices. To be honest, I haven't look at them properly. I've only seen them briefly, but like I said, be looking to good luck with selling season cards, let alone getting people to pay as they go. Because until massive changes are made, people aren't going to come back. And to be honest with you, if people do go, you struggle to get those fans back. So they need to act. Well, Nagel needs to act quickly before he loses fans for good. Because there's still time. Isn't it not going to be John Smith sponsor-wise next season? I don't really know, to be honest with you. But look, Burton away tomorrow. I mean, look, obviously Burton currently in the relegation zone, 21st place. Got 39 points. 3 points adrift at the moment. Like I say, I just can't get up for game. I just can't get up for these games now. I'm thinking about it's match day tomorrow, and it's just like, I just can't be bothered with this. Just end the season now. That's where I'm at, guys. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm just done. I'm just done with this season. It's a complete waste of time. It's been a waste of a season. But yeah, obviously Burton, looking to get out of the relegation zone. 3 points adrift at the moment. The top scorer, Ruman Burrell, with 8 goals. So he's obviously a player that if we give him an easy chance or a gift of a chance, he'll score. Larson, another one that I like. And Tavares. Tavares is quite a skillful player as well, isn't he? But yeah, the possible lineup tomorrow: Crocombe in goal, Godwin, Malif, Armour, Sarah, Lofthouse, McKiernan, Choke, Dodson, Larson, Barella, and Tavares. Probably going to be that kind of lineup tomorrow for them. For us, well, like I say, we definitely need to win this game, but then again, that might not be enough either. So it doesn't really, you know what I mean. The results might go in our favour, but again, I'm just not hoping. I'm just not resting. I'm just not hoping. I'm not getting all my hopes up, really. like I said, a win is needed, but I just feel like all the confidence that I've already said has just drained from me now. And like I said, I just want the season to be done. It's an awful season. No positives for me. And we're stuck in a league that is so bad for another season. And when you consider the other teams that have got in the playoffs, even the automatics, and we're not up there fighting for the automatics, we would have been had we have got the stuff off the field right. But again, we've been let down. The lineup, obviously, I would like to see Marshall and Taylor brought into the side, starting 11, because, like I said, I don't really understand why they was out of the side on Tuesday. So let me know your lineups in the chat as well. But probably just going to go for a standard 4-4-2. Nichols in goal, a back four of Sorensen. Pearson, Balker and Miller. Then in the midfield, Wiles, Kasumu, Hodge, and Chirwa, and then Marshall and Taylor up front. That would be my lineup. Blue Chasers 4-4-2, Chapman in goal, Miller, Balker, Pearson, Eccleston. And in fact, I've missed Ruskin out of that lineup, haven't I, as well? I'm just not with it, guys. Ruskin has to have a place in for me. So yeah. But anyways, Ruskin, Hodge, Kasumu, Chirwa, Charles and Marshall. So you're going for Charles and Marshall up top. Fair enough. I mean, to be fair, it's a good lineup. And yeah, Eccleston. Look, I mean, what have we got to lose? Bringing somebody in, one of the younger lads. I think we have a chance 8th or 7th, because bottom of a really bad run. Yeah, but again, I just couldn't care less where we finish at this point now, because like I say, 7th or 8th is no good to us. So I'm not really bothered if we finish 8th or 7th. It's just not good enough. You know what I mean? We for this team not to get in the playoffs is a disgrace, isn't it? Really, total embarrassment. This lies at the door of Cartwright, Nagel. Cartwright and Nagel has trusted the wrong people, and like I said, the decline of this once great club on the field is really sad, isn't it? And I don't really know where we go from here. The only start I can think of is getting rid of Cartwright, and then going from there. And I just think when you've got the club just constantly posting out drivel, just like, what are you talking about? You know what I mean? Like, the club after the defeat on Tuesday, they posted out a picture of everything together with the team in a huddle. And I was thinking to myself, just read the room. You know what I mean? It couldn't be further from the truth. Together. Absolutely not. So divided, disjointed, devoid of passion. And it's a club that I no longer recognise. And I think that's what I'll say. Keith said higher and higher. As soon as we fell out of the top 6, I knew we would not be on top 6 at the end of the season. Yeah, to be fair, I said when we slipped out of the playoffs, we're not getting back in it now. And obviously, I think we did creep back in it, didn't we? But then we've gone back out again. We're not got. Yeah, the season's over. Season's done. Bailey says, not been a good season for you, mate. Even getting knocked out of the cup by a non-league side. Bailey says, yeah, hello. No, it's not. But like I say, I think that's just been one of the embarrassments, one of many embarrassments this season. Going out in the cup in that manner, and that the season's just coasted through, and it's just been an absolute shambles. But what do you expect when you've got a sporting director who didn't have a clue what he's doing, and an owner who isn't going to take responsibility for the decision he's made to keep him in charge of the day-to-day running of the club, and all the other staff that he's employed that have been a failure as well. So yeah, what do you expect really? You are going to get this, but I'm sniffling now. But yeah, I mean, final thoughts. We've kept it short and sweet tonight, to be honest with you guys. I haven't really got much to say. Obviously, tomorrow, we just hope that we can. We hope we can win, but. And then again, I'm just thinking tomorrow's match day, and I just couldn't be any more not interested. I couldn't be any more disinterested if I tried. That's how I feel at the moment. And that many fans feel the same. Just can't even bother to check the scores coming through tomorrow, to be honest with you. I'm honestly that done with this season. So, yeah, I suppose it's just a not natural thing to say. I hope we win, but like I said, I'm checked out, and it's just that's it, isn't it? But put your final thoughts in the chat before we wrap up the show, guys. But we are going to come to a close. In fact, we are going to cover Jacob Chapman, of course, who had his contract extended. The only one that should be having his contract extended in the foreseeable future. But anyway, anything is possible with this club, of course. But look, obviously, it's going to get up the article now. So it was a contract extension, guys, obviously. And like I say, we know how well he's done. He done well for this season, and then got dropped for, I think, was quite harsh, to be honest with you, in the balance of play. Like, obviously, the other thing I want to say is as well, why is he so much self-entitlement with players in our squad? Like, Nichols, it just felt like Nichols didn't even have to earn to go back in the starting 11. It was just like, no worries, Nichols, you're back now, so you can come back in again. And I just think, is Nichols really showing any different to what Chapman did? I don't think so. I don't think, to be fair, Chapman has been better this season. So I just think, yeah, it was a strange decision, and it's a self-entitlement of players starting. It shouldn't be like that. But that's what happens when you don't have there's no standards in the club. Just allow the so-called senior pros to just dictate things in the dressing room. But yeah, and I didn't even do my score prediction, did I, for the Burton game? Like I said, I'm just checked out. Obviously, Wayne, you reminded me, but you think Town are going to win 2-0. Taylor and Chilwell had to score. Fair enough. Yeah, I'm just checked out. We'll see what happens. I'm not even going to bother to predict. But, yeah. But guys, we're going to wrap up now. Thank you all for your contributions this evening. Appreciate you all. Hope you all have a good weekend. Don't let Town ruin it if they lose. We used to lose now. I mean, like I said, many people just don't care now. They just want the season to end, like myself. So I suppose it will be what it will be. Season's done anyway, so there's nothing really to play. There's nothing to play for now. We've well and truly blown this season. And that's it. But yeah, make sure you drop a like on the way out, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and share the channel around with your friends. Let's keep pushing towards that 900 subscriber mark. That would really mean a lot to me. Like I said, have a good weekend. Thank you for support, and probably back on Monday, I guess, to discuss this game this weekend. like I say, I'm just struggling for motivation right now to do these reviews and I'm not going to bother with the previews for the rest of the season now. I'm struggling with the motivation though for previews and reviews. Like I say, I'm checked out and just had enough. So yeah, it's just end the season now, really. Like I said, but guys, I will be back next week for some content, so stay tuned for that. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care, guys.